So now let's talk about Instant 2D, Instant 3D, and the Rapid Sketch feature. Now on the Sketch Command Manager, we have Instant 2D tool right here. And with this, you can create 2D sketches quickly using the graphic area. Let me show you how it works. So I'll just select a sketch and I'll select a plane. And now I'm going to just create a sketch here. Alright, and we have a simple sketch. Now if you want to add maybe more features, well, you can just do that here. So I'll just add a circle as well. Now with this Instant 2D selected, you can instantly add dimensions and then you can make modifications in it. But before I explain that, let me first deactivate this. And now I'll go to Smart Dimension and I'll add the first dimension right here. Alright, so we have the first dimension. I'll click OK to add it. Then I'll add the second dimension here. And again, I'm just going to click OK, and then finally the third dimension for this one, and I'll click OK. Once we have added these dimensions, if you want to just modify these dimensions, then you just need to go to these dimensions, select it, and then you can just modify it from here. So you can just modify the value. For example, you can make it 50 from here, or you can simply double click on this dimension and then this dimension option will show up, and here you can of course make changes, like you can make it 40, press enter, and there we are, we've got the changes. Now this will happen when you don't have Instant 2D selected, but now I'll activate Instant 2D, which is here on the Command Manager of Sketch tab. So I'll select that, and now let's see what difference it will make. The first thing is, let's select the dimension. Now with that, if you select the dimension, it will show you this dimension right here. Now this will not only let you modify it, but also it will just highlight the dimension here. So here if I type 60 and press enter, it will change it directly like this. So now you don't need to double click, or you just don't need to go to the property manager to just change the dimension. Not only that, with this Instant 2D selected, if you select only the dimension, not the dimension text, SolidWorks will highlight these blue markers. Using these blue markers, you can graphically change the dimension like this. Now, when you change the dimension, this ruler appears, and when you move your cursor on this ruler, it will let you move just one step on this ruler. Now you can move further away, and when you have this double pointed arrow, this will move you just 5 steps here or 10 steps depending on the ruler size here. So in this case, you can just move 1 steps, or you can just go to this far end and just move 10 steps at a time. So that's how you can just graphically make these changes with Instant 2D selected. Now in a similar way, we have an Instant 3D tool as well. Now to understand that, I'll first deactivate this circle. Maybe I'll just delete it simply here. Okay, and I then have this simple rectangle. Now I'll exit out of this sketch, and here in the Features Command Manager, we have a similar Instant 3D tool. Now here, to use this tool, all you've got to do is just select the sketch. So now with this thing selected, I'll select the sketch, and when you move your cursor, select it, slightly move it, and you're gonna see this. Now if for whatever reason this arrow doesn't show up, then click on this sketch again and the arrow will show up. Now using this arrow, you can add extrusions. Now once you have finished extruding this, you can add other features, like you can add a draft angle, or you can create a cut. So maybe I'll just select draft, and now we can add a draft as well. Now adding draft is also very easy. When you select that, it will automatically highlight the draft angle here, and of course the extrusion height. Now here also we have the blue grip, just move it, and there we are, we've got this draft angle. So without even using the tools, it will highlight, and you can just modify your drawing like this. Not only that, if you select any particular face, SolidWorks will highlight once again the 2D feature as well as the 3D feature, and you can use these grips to modify it even further. So this is the Instant 2D sketch feature, and as you can see, I'm still able to modify the sketch even in the 3D environment. And here, if you want to maybe change the height, you can do that here. Now that's the Instant 3D feature. So we can just make a different kind of draft angle here, and we can just make all these changes very easily from the graphic area. Now let's use the Rapid Sketch feature as well here. Now the Rapid Sketch feature is on the Sketch tab, that's right here. And using Rapid Sketch, we can very quickly make sketches on different planes without even selecting a plane. So I'll go to this Rapid Sketch and I'll activate it. Now I'll select circle, and I'll make a circle right on this plane. Now as you can see, as I move my cursor on this plane, SolidWorks will highlight it automatically, and all I need to do is just make a circle like this. Now you can also make it on a different plane now. So now you don't even need to select a plane, just to start sketching and you have a different sketch. So now we have these two sketches which are on completely different planes, and we were able to make it directly using Rapid Sketch. You can continue making different sketches if you want to using this Rapid Sketch feature. It will automatically highlight the selected planes and you can directly make it. Not only that, I'll exit out of this sketch, and now after adding these features, you can once again use the Instant 3D tool to make even more modifications. So once again, I'll just select this circle, and now we have the same arrow. Select it and move it maybe downwards. And now we are creating a whole feature here. So this is how you can just create it. Now, even after creating this whole feature, we still have this blue dot, and you can just select it to modify it. You can move on the ruler to make modifications using just 1-step increment or maybe 10-step increments using this. So here we have this thing. Now, not only that, if you want to change the location of this hole, you can do that as well. So once again, I'll just select this whole feature here. And now as you can see, we have the depth and we have this arrow which we can use to just change the depth of this hole. And we have this X and Y axis. This will basically move the location of this hole. Now it looks like my hole is very much close to this edge. I want to move it further away from this edge. And for that, I'll just select this Y axis and I'll move it further down here. So very easily you can do that. Now let's try that for this hole. So I'll just select this hole, and again we have the arrow. I'll move it inside and we have this thing. And once again, if you want to modify its location, select this hole and we have this here. I'll just move it here and slightly here, and there we are. We have got these changes. So that's how you can use Instant 2D, Instant 3D and Rapid Sketch to quickly make changes in your drawing using the graphic area, and you don't even need to directly go to the 3D features to make these changes.